Why hello there, beautiful people, and welcome to the first installment of this Adventure Quest World series that I'll be making. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while now because I've been playing the game on and off for many years, but since the last time I played, many new things have been added in the endgame, like ultra bosses and new enhancements. So this series, which is sort of inspired by Frosty Mate and Tikibot, will be me starting from the bottom and sort of relearning the game as I work my way up to the endgame. The first 13-ish videos in this series will be very story and narration heavy, as they will primarily be me doing the 13 Lords of Chaos story, maybe with some offshoots if there's some armor or other cosmetics I want. I will deliberately not be doing the most optimal thing, like intentionally grinding for XP or getting the optimal classes for my progression level. If I grind for a class, it's because I think it's convenient and I think it will be a fun new class to use as I work my way through the story. Also, this account will be, at least to begin with, very low spending. I've purchased a 1-month membership and 1500 ACs package to begin with because I wanted the legendary hero class and to ensure I had the ACs necessary to join the Legion when I inevitably decide to do so. The timing of when I started this also meant that I gained the 16th Upholder badge, and so I get access to some Star Swords and the Sentinel class, which I may try to use in the future. Now, after clearing the new tutorial, or at least it's new to me, I quickly went to Battle.on and realized that Quibble's Talk Like a Pirate Day shop was still up, so I decided to look through it a little bit and ended up buying this Gothic Naval Commander armor, which will likely be the only armor I use for a little while. With my new look, I finally get started on the main storyline, and I begin outside the walls of the capital city of the good faction, Swordhaven, which is currently under siege by the evil faction, the Shadow Scythe. I battle through some undead mages and get inside the city walls, where I meet Artix. He tasks me with slaying several of the attacking skeleton soldiers and mages, and then sends me to defend the castle gates from an undead giant. Having completed his tasks, I enter the castle proper and meet with Robina, surrounded by the undead who have already entered the castle. She asked me to find and talk to the knights that are scattered throughout the castle, and I learned that the army of evil, along with their leader Sepulcher, has been dropping down into the castle from above, using their base on the back of the giant flying skeletal dragon. The army attacking from outside wasn't actually trying to get in, but was rather keeping the people in the castle from getting out. I relay this information to Robina, who asked me to clear out some of the invaders before I go to the throne room to meet the king, Eltion. Eltion has something to tell me, but before he can do so, Sepulcher fights his way into the throne room and starts his fight against the king. Just before they both unleash their ultimate moves, I am asked to pick a side, good or evil. Now, I personally don't think it makes much sense, given what the story has shown so far, to side with the evil faction, but because of my current vibe aesthetically, I decide to pick evil. Before the two leaders can continue their fight, a third party, Draketh, suddenly crashes into the throne room from outside and immediately takes down Eltion and Sepulcher in single hits, leaving some purple eye growth things on them. Sepulcher attempts to fight back, but Draketh rips his soul out of his body and crushes it, killing him instantly. Then, after realizing that Sepulcher has a daughter who's been watching from the castle in the sky, he blows up the dragon and makes it fall. Draketh declares that the battle between good and evil is over, and that Chaos, his faction, will reign from now on, and that his 13 Lords of Chaos will destroy everything we love. In the aftermath, Eltion asks us to seek out Gravelyn, Sepulcher's daughter, to seek an alliance in the pursuit of defending against and defeating Draketh. I find Gravelyn in Shadowfall, and she tasks me with finding and recovering her father's Doom Knight armor, which is being kept in a crypt by the good faction. When I arrive at the crypt, however, I find that the armor had apparently been corrupted by Chaos and has corrupted all the guards in the crypt as well. After battling through the crypt and putting the armor to rest, hopefully for good this time, I return to Gravelyn and she asks us to go and redeem her father's unlife insurance policy, so that she can get the funds to fix Shadowfall and hire an army for her quest for revenge against Draketh. The tax collector, having never expected someone like Sepulcher to be capable of dying, had promised an astronomical amount in the insurance policy and refuses to pay it out. He has me arrested for treason for even attempting to collect it, but I break out and battle my way through the treasury, where he finally relents and gives me the insurance bond. When I return, Gravelyn sends me back to Altion to help him, and after rescuing the knights from the crypts and capturing some corrupted animals for studying, he asks us to go to Chiral Valley, where the first Lord of Chaos awaits. And that's the end of this first video and the Undead Invasion questline. So far, I gotta say that I actually really enjoyed taking it slow going through the story. The puns and jokes are as bad as I remember them to be, but in an endearing way, and the plot itself isn't actually too bad. I find myself actually looking forward to going through the story again, and I hope you'll join me as I do. And please, do leave any feedback you have for me in the comments, but otherwise, I'll see you next time.